You know. Hey, yo, it's Rockwelz from the MxNxPxly Family, man. And I'm rocking with my dog, Heritage Hip Hop, Karev. Listen, man, there's not many out here that's doing it, that's making you think with these questions that can balance your love for the game and for hip hop, man, in the media form, man. See, I make sure y'all tap in Heritage Hip Hop, and only just tap in, man. Y'all follow. Don't be crazy. Don't be wild. Don't get smack silly, man. Do the right thing, man. Support real hip hop. Support the people that supporting real hip hop, and we gonna keep things grinning, baby.
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Heritage Hip Hop, where we introduce you to your future favorite artists today. And today, I got alumnus back on Heritage Hip Hop because you heard his voice on the podcast, and now you get to see the face. Introduce yourself to the people once again, please.
Yeah, you already know, man. It's Rockwelz, 1/4 of the MxNxPxly Family, the mighty Monopoly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just having a great time and, enjoying life doing this hip hop thing, man.
And you seem to be having a lot of fun because you just dropped a great project, Blue Chips.
Appreciate you.
Now, what I know about Blue Chips is a movie. It was a movie with Nick Nolte, Shaquille O'Neal, I think Penny Hardaway was in it.
Yep.
Tell me about Blue Chips and why that came to mind.
Yeah, so Blue Chips, you know what I mean? It was kind of inspired to me. Kind of had to bring it back, that classic flick, because I was just thinking about the duality of what Nick Nolte was going through as a coach. Whoever remembers the movie, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of torn because he had a losing team. He just couldn't find the pieces to win, to get to that next level and to really succeed. And so he ends up partnering with the machine in order to achieve those goals and get those key players that he needed to win the championship. And kind of just reminded me of the state of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? We kind of are caught in between that place where, you know what I mean, do you wanna go ahead and sell yourself to the machine to, you know what I'm saying, join the pay to play and, you know what I'm saying, to get where you wanna be? Or, you know what I'm saying, he ends up regretting it in hindsight at the end of the movie. He ends up regretting it and he ends up, you know what I'm saying, you know what, I quit, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So just trying to open people's eyes to the duality of it, and it's a classic flick, so I had to drop some classic bars to it.
Let's go into that movie though, and then related to the album for this interview, because one of my favorite parts of the movie was when the one player who wanted the tractor was telling him what he wanted, right. And then that's when you got to see the darker side of the nature of the game.
Yeah.
What is the dark side of hip hop that MCs face every time they go in the booth and put out a song?
I mean, we don't even know. I mean, we just know, of rumors or whatever, what have you, and just kind of assume, certain things and certain agendas are behind. But I mean, I'm not deep enough in it. I'm still underground, so I can only imagine. But you know what I'm saying? You can only imagine. It's like anything else. You know what I'm saying? In life, you go to the corner and a drug dealer fronts you, $40,000 worth of drugs, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You own, that person, you took that loan. So that person owns you in a sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Until you come back up with that 40 grand or whatever it is, of product for that person, of money, you know what I'm saying? That person owns you. So if he says, look, I want you to stand on this corner in this ballerina suit, guess what you're doing? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's kind of, the spooky part about, about getting into the game at that point. You know what I'm saying? I'm independent now, so whatever you hear, that's why the music that you hear is what you hear, and people can enjoy that because, it's real, it's not watered down, and it's just right from up here. There's no agenda other than me trying to drop some jewels on you.
But the scary part I think you failed to represent is being creative, period. Because one part about being creative is, are people gonna like it?
Right.
And then the other part is, how much are people gonna like this because I like it?
Right.
And with this project, you got something that's lovable. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm just gonna have to be real blunt honest with you. if I looked at you in relation to the movie, I don't see you as Nick Nolte. I see you as Shaq, because Shaq was the bad.
Right.
So this is you coming out as the bad.
Right.
So then, as a blue chipper, it means that your money, and you're gonna take something or someone or an organization or a team to the next level. So how did Rockwelz elevate the MxNxPxly family with the release of this project?
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a couple of layers. Definitely a couple of layers. I mean, I felt like definitely this project I had something to prove. I never did a real project with a straight one producer all throughout. And you know what I'm saying, it was just somebody that I felt real comfortable with, because I know Gutter, you know what I'm saying, he's unknown to many of y'all, but super dope producer, from the BX, what up? And solid brother, we've been rocking him for years. He's been produced for basically on all my projects. But this one we just did it straight out, and you know what I'm saying, I think when two people in that element, they could get together and have that comfortability with each other, you know what I'm saying, producing art is something beautiful ends up coming out of it. And you know what I'm saying, like he said at the end of the album, yeah, it's been like 10 years, almost 10 years in the making, not making the songs came together, you know what I'm saying, fairly fast enough, but just the entire notion of us building this relationship and this creativity and knowing what each other are thinking even before, you know what I'm saying, the other person brings it to the table, that cohesiveness.
All right, so then you're gonna fall back into the movie and relate it back to you.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a blue chip MC and an MC?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the blue chip MC, you know what I'm saying, that's the bag. That's like, you know what I'm saying, me stamping, you know what I'm saying, boom, like, it's Monopoly, you know what I'm saying, really stamping my claim, to that, you know what I'm saying. I was here from the inception of it, you know what I'm saying. Listen, there's a lot of MCs out there, a lot of MCs, a lot of music to listen to, salute to y'all all that's pushing the culture forward and, you know what I'm saying, pushing your message forward. But, you know what I'm saying, the blue chips, it's a little bit different, because that means it's time to get to the bag. It's time to really stamp and take notice that, these dudes is about to make something happen, man, and it's coming to fruition right before our eyes.
A blue chipper usually makes a team, and then if the team's full of blue chippers, then you have what's called the making of a dynasty. Tell me how MxNxPxly Family is not only the making of a dynasty, but it's the setting of a new era.
I mean, just us coming together as, for one, talented solo artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't even shown that full Voltron strength yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all getting the little bits and pieces of what Rockwelz could do, what John Jiggs could do, what Mouth could do, what Nam Nitty could do. And we've yet to really form like Voltron on y'all yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's spooky. It's spooky just to even fathom and thinking about it. Right now, like, it's spooky what we're really capable of. We're each individually talented in our own right. And, you know what I'm saying, coming together, it brings the most out of you, because, for one, we all got pride. And I know I'm not going to be the one to fall short, you know what I'm saying, to fall short on the verse, on the bars, on the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? So we all giving it that best, and we pushing each other to excel to that next plateau. So I think that's so key with a team.
But you know what? Let's go back. We got to go back a little bit, because I like to build up my interviews, as you can tell, because you've been here before.
Yep.
You have, I put on Heritage Hip Hop playlist number 7, I believe, the song y'all did with the James Brown people, right? Mm-hmm. Classic.
Famous Flames.
When I took that to the radio station and they played that, who the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? And the reaction was real 90s hip hop style.
Yeah.
And what 90s hip hop, blue chip hip hop, by the way, what 90s hip hop did was it took the culture to another level, because then people start throwing their money at it. Mm-hmm. And if you know anything about Monopoly is the game about ownership, thievery, unfortunately, but rich and wealth.
Right.
Since the MxNxPxly family is blue chipping and bringing wealth back to the game, what do the richest people benefit from your sound and the team sound as well?
I mean, one thing about rich people, or wealthy people I should say, they never say, all right, you know, I made enough money. I've made enough, I've accomplished what I've come to accomplish. They don't do that, and I have to believe, you know, I do okay, but I'm still broke in that sense. I have to believe that they're in love with the game. They're in love with the hustle of acquiring that wealth and the risk taking and the management of it and reaping those rewards in the end. Like that's probably, I have to assume, is like a drug to them. You know what I'm saying? At that point. So it's not even about, you know, what we could bring to, or what they can give to us. It's about what we could bring to them, which is, you know, you see something that you invested in come to fruition, and I really think that's what they're really, you know, obviously the monetary part, but, you know what I'm saying? So I think the culture has to be a big part of what they want to do. You know, they have to want to support this type of music, this type of, you know, this type of sound. And like you said, it's gonna come right back around to that 90s build-up, that, you know what I'm saying, that grassroots, you know what I'm saying, it's down from the soil, you know what I'm saying?
But from the soil you get life, and from the soil life returns. Or life goes back to the soil. So it's an evolving cycle of, let's just say, put it as life. It's a revolving circle of existence. The most important thing about music is when it's good, it lives on even after you.
Right.
How is this project going to mature after you put it down?
I mean, when you listen to the records, I mean, Black Privilege was already tested, because that was actually the first record that came out. You know, so that was already tested, and I see a lot of people that gravitated towards it because it's an undeniable type of anthem. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we're never going to be, I don't like to use the words never, but we'll likely need some motivational music when it comes to our history and where we've come from and where we're going. You know, we're gonna need some motivation along the way. So it's definitely, I think, important, no matter when you dig that scroll up and you listen to it, it'll still make sense from where we were to where we want to do and where we want to achieve, you know what I'm saying, in the future. So I think it will age well. I think, you know, I think this project will age pretty well.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube family and hit the notification bell for updates. Please like, comment, and share this video.
Real hip-hop. Real hip-hop. We here. Real hip-hop. For real.